What's going on, guys? NoleJP here. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is having an awesome weekend so far, wherever it is that you're watching this video. What I have for you guys today is my second in a series of best class setup videos where I'm going to give you guys my insight into what I truly believe at this point in the Infinite Warfare cycle is your best chance to maximize your gameplay and do good things for the overall benefit of your team by having an awesome setup. Now, a lot of you guys seem to have enjoyed my last best class setup video where we touched on the NV4 prosperity, so this one will be the next step up as we will now discuss my absolute favorite gun in Infinite Warfare at this time, which is the legendary NV4 Fallout. And with this, it would not be fitting to go through a gun that carries the nuke ability than to not have a nuke gameplay for you guys to enjoy with that bonus Juggernaut XXX30 streak as well. In the background is the domination gameplay on the map Genesis, which is that Strike Zone remake from COD Ghosts, and I think you guys will enjoy this one because I do pick up the nuke and maybe, just maybe, a second nuke at the end. It was one of my better gameplays I've had so far, so definitely keep watching until the end. Do you think I'll do it? You gotta watch all the way to the end to find out. If you're not subscribed to my channel, definitely take a second and hit that subscribe button. It's been amazing to see my sub count go up lately, and I appreciate all the kind feedback you all have showed me. I never thought my channel would get as large as it is right now, even though it's a very small channel, but you've all got to start somewhere, and I really appreciate the support. I have a bunch more best class setup videos on the way, so being subscribed will let you know when those go up so you guys can keep maxing out your gameplays. With that being said, let me show you guys exactly what my go-to setup is for getting high kill gameplays and the ever-coveted nuke. Now, we are only 3 months into Infinite Warfare cycle, and my previous best class setup has changed and will probably change again as Infinity Ward makes changes to the game. One of the best pieces of advice I can give you guys is to stay current on all Call of Duty patch and update news. I'm on top of it, and knowing what the changes are will allow you to update your gameplay on the fly and not lose pace with others who've got the news. So let's get into the setup. Before I throw the class setup on the screen, let me talk about my rig setup for just a second. I've tinkered with all the rigs, and honestly guys, the Merc class setup with the faster health regen option is one of the best things you can use. I recommend using it to stay alive longer, and I think it's really going to help your gameplay. So onto the weapon setup, perks, and score streaks. I'll go ahead and throw up a quick screen cap of my setup, so feel free to pause the video if you want to take a look at it more closely before continuing. Like I said before, this is my go-to class when I want to go in and get nukes. Sometimes I just mess around with classes just to have fun and try to get best class setup videos for you guys, but when I'm in the groove, I turn to the NV4 Fallout, as I'm sure many of you do the same. My class includes Silencer for keeping myself off the minimap. Quick Draw, I think, is a must with any gun in Infinite Warfare just because of the quick kill rate, and Long Barrel for that added distance capability. The hit rate at distance is already pretty good with the NV4, but putting on Long Barrel just makes it a bit easier to control the other team from range. I also use no secondary weapon. I don't find the need for a secondary weapon at all in this game because the switch rate is rather slow in my opinion, unless you're using the dexterity perk, which I don't really find necessary for my NV4 setup as well. It's just a wasted perk slot in my opinion because the gun already changes at a pretty decent rate the way it is. Some other guns need dexterity, but not this one. For my perks, it's very similar to what I had on the NV4 Prosperity video with a minor tweak. I only now run one blue perk, which is Ghost, one red, which is Dead Silence, and I now carry 2 green perks with Scavenger and Hardline. I always run Scavenger because if you're going to stay alive and go for nukes, the last thing you want to do is worry about having to kill someone and rushing in to pick up their weapon when your gun is out of ammo and potentially risking a huge streak for someone who might just be waiting for you to come around the corner to pick you off from killing their teammate. The reason I switched over to Hardline is because I also changed my Killstreaks setup as well. I previously was a big fan of using the Warden, but as I was getting into deeper nuke streaks, the Warden would usually kill someone way off into the distance from me that I wasn't even in battle with and cause them to spawn behind me as well as the rest of my team, and I would get caught off guard and bam, there goes the streak. To fix that, I now run the UAV, counter UAV, and advanced UAV combo. The key with this trifecta is that the points just keep rolling in, and it doesn't take that many more kills to get to the next streak. If you work it just right, you can continue to cycle those bad boys throughout the match, and your kill counts will go up because you will have the true advantage on the other team, and your death rate in turn will go down. A lot of people who post on YouTube are getting like 50, 60 kill games, but they're getting there because the Warden or another kill streak is getting a lot of kills for them instead of them doing the work themselves. The scores you see me get at this point in the game are 100% gun kills. When you run non-lethals, what you see on the scoreboard is what you earn. And let me tell you guys, nothing is more satisfying than seeing 50 to 60 kills per game, all by the gun that I use in single death counts and possibly low team death counts, because it shows you that I'm understanding map flow, spawn points, and working with my team. This is an incredibly tough game to run like a solo maniac on. Luck is going to run out at some point, but if you work as a team, you can stay alive longer and increase your overall production. Remember that even if you run solo, you might, and I say might, be able to affect one spawn area of the map, but the spawn points will still give the opposing team an area that is quote-unquote safe compared to the rest of your team. I think this is something that no matter how good your class setup is, if you don't know the spawn points, you're going to screw up and get caught off guard more times than not. It's something I focused on earlier in the game by learning spawn points, and it's definitely paying dividends now with really great gameplays. If you guys are interested, I've actually put together a spawn series to help everyone understand just how complex spawns can be, but how easy they can be to understand if you can picture what's happening currently and what will happen going forward. I think you guys will get a lot out of it, and it would be a good complement to these best class setup videos in my opinion, so I definitely think I'll be going forward with those for you guys. So with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed a brief glimpse into what is working for me with my best class setup at this time and some of my thoughts at the game. I think Infinity Ward is making very positive changes and implementing a lot of new features and changes that is just making the game overall a very good and better experience than what we were seeing a month and a half or so ago. With changes that they're doing all the time gives me the chance to give you guys more videos and setups and great gameplay, so if you didn't earlier, take a second and subscribe. I'll have more content out for you guys very soon. Hopefully you enjoyed the first nuke in this gameplay, and keep watching until the end to see how things turn out. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and I will catch you on my next video.
Be secure. Losing Alpha. Opponent has A. Securing Charlie. Securing A. Charlie secure. Losing Bravo. Losing Charlie. The enemy has Bravo. UAV ready.
Enemy movement is hot. Triangulating positions.
Counter UAV waiting to launch. You are needed at Charlie. Friendly drone support is active.
UAV shot down by enemy combatants.
Assist your team at Alpha. Opponent has Charlie.
Counter UAV is up.
Your teammate called in scorchers. Securing Alpha. Enemy UAV. Securing A. The enemy is halfway there. The enemy has a drone package. Charlie secure. The enemy launched a counter UAV. Losing C. Losing Charlie. Retake all positions. URV Bravo secure. Your advanced UAV is ready for launch.
Advanced UAV up and running.
Enemy UAV. Securing Charlie. Assist your team at Bravo. Retake all positions. URV, your tactics are inadequate for success. Securing Alpha. Charlie secure. UAV ready.
Okay, we're retasking the UAV.
Counter UAV waiting to launch. Securing A.
Counter UAV coming to you. UAV shot down by enemy combatants.
your team at C. Losing C. Securing Bravo. You are needed at C. Losing Charlie. Bravo secure. The enemy has Charlie.